Now we have our helmet of salvation on. We have our breastplate of righteousness. We have our shoes of peace to keep us grounded. It's time to pick up our shield of faith. The shield was used by the Roman soldiers to protect them from the fiery arrows because they used to light the end of the arrows and then they would shoot them. Now, let me read the dimensions. Their shield was crazy. It was 4 feet tall, so on me, it would cover me from my neck to my toes. Maybe not my whole neck, because I'm 5'3", but close. And it was 1.5 feet wide. It had leather and metal, and so could you just see the Roman soldiers? Like, they were completely protected by the shield. And you guys, when we pick up our shield of faith, we are completely protected by the shield. We can hide behind it, and the enemy's arrows will not get us. The shield was the Roman soldiers' greatest defensive tool against their attackers. And our shield of faith is our greatest tool against our attacker, the devil. Ephesians 6:16 says, in addition to all these, hold up the shield of faith to stop the fiery arrows of the enemy. There are so many times I feel like I'm getting beat up by the enemy. But most of the time it's my fault because I didn't pick up my shield of faith. And I let the arrows that were coming at me hurt my heart, hurt my mind, and then I'm acting in a way that I should not act. How many of you guys do that? You don't pick up your shield of faith and you don't block the fiery arrows of the enemy. We must stay guarded. That's why that scripture says, y'all, that we have to put on the whole armor, all of it, every piece. I just wonder if this past week, the reason that we have been attacked is because we only put on 2 pieces of the armor. Read the whole scripture. Whether you have learned what each one of these weapons of war do, put them on anyway. And just see if your week is not a little bit better. My boys played competitive baseball. And their coach would always have them out on the field, taking ground balls, catching pop flies, you know, all the stuff. And they would have, they also practiced throwing people out. And the boys could not wait till the last 15 minutes of practice when they could go on offense and hit. But he said, defense is what wins games. This is a defensive tool. Defense wins games. Think about it in war. If we're not on defense and we're always on offense, we're going to end up wounded or dead. We have to use our weapons of defense. So we have to use our shield of faith to block the fiery arrows of the enemy.